So the Deep Woods is pretty much just an extension of the Faron Woods. There's really not much of a difference. There's actually one new enemy of sorts. It's more like a variation, or two new enemies in a way. There are these hornet enemies right here. I forgot about those. And just like in other Zelda games, these bees will just sort of chase after you seemingly endlessly. One thing you could have done if you looked off to the left right when you entered the Deep Woods, you could have shot it with the slingshot, and depending on whether you are closer than the bokoblin, the bees will actually go and target the bokoblin, and the bokoblin will get all like crazy because the bees are on them. I think I do that later on in this video, so we'll keep that in mind. There's some slingshot ammo here, which you might need because you have to hit this little hornet nest. It's a good idea to hit it and then immediately run far, far away so that the hornets or the bees, they don't chase after you. Do just that, and then you can easily walk across the tightrope here. There is a red bokoblin on the other side, so he could give you a lot of trouble because he like hits you right when you get across. So you could just back up a little bit, and the red bokoblin will start walking on the tightrope, and then you can just jostle on the tightrope. Or if you fall to the side, you can just still jostle him, just shake it, and the bokoblin will fall into the abyss. Be careful since you don't want to just run across, otherwise he'll hit you and you'll fall down. Defeat the Octorok here, and then there's a little bridge leading to the temple, but it's missing, so we have to take a little bit of a detour, as expected. There's a stamina fruit along this ledge, so you won't run out of energy. Just jump on down and head across, and you'll find another set of Mew enemies, those little spiky green balls. You could just walk across and jostle. Alternatively, you can just shoot with your slingshot. A little more accurate than I'm shooting, I guess. But there is another red bokoblin across, and this one, once again, will just start walking across the tightrope. Not sure exactly what he's trying to accomplish here. But jostle away to cause him to fall to the ground and reach the other side. There's a bird statue here, so you should save if you'd like. But there's also a little wooden stool. And what's cool about these things, if you are low on health, you can sit down and restore your health. It's pretty sweet. There's also a bug on the wall, a woodland rhino beetle. There was actually a few of these there was actually one in the Skyview, the sealed grounds area, and there was a few in the Faron region. I just didn't get them. As I said earlier, that this was only my fourth time through the game, so I don't have everything memorized just yet. But as you saw right there, there is a Dekubaba, and you can stun him using your slingshot. So not only can you defeat him with sword slashes or with a shield bash to stun him, you can also stun him with a slingshot. And as you'll see later on in the quest, there's even more ways to defeat these Dekubaba, and pretty much every enemy has multiple ways of defeating him. It's kind of sweet. Anyway, run on over and jump onto this rope, and well, try not to fail as much as I just failed right there. This is a pretty large gap, so you'll have to swing across, in full motion. And here we have a new Dekubaba in the form of a Quadrobaba. It's called a Quadrobaba because its mouth will open up in 4 pieces. It'll open up both horizontally and vertically. It takes 3 hits to defeat. So the easier method to defeating it is to just use a shield bash to stun it and slash away with 1 hit. Make sure to open the treasure chest here to find a red rupee, and then run on over to Gorko the Goron. This time around, he talks about, well, these strange little goddess cubes. These are found all throughout the underground area, basically the surface area, and in order to activate them, you just have to deliver a skyward strike. So charge up your sword and shoot at the goddess cube. The goddess cube will disappear somewhere into the sky, and this basically causes a corresponding goddess treasure chest to become accessible in Skyloft and in the sky amongst the various islands. If you explored portions of Skyloft and the sky, you might have found these treasure chests that were sort of just blank and dull and not activated. That's because you have to activate the corresponding goddess cube to them. All in all, there are 27 of these goddess cubes throughout your quest. 9 of them in the Faerun region, 9 of them in each of the other 2 major regions of the game. So 27 of them, and we will be activating them as we go along, and I'll be getting the chests as I go along as well. There's actually a second one right here in the deep woods that I will be getting momentarily. So after Gorko is done talking, just jump on over to this. Here is the Skyview Temple, or just the outside of the Skyview Temple, which is the first major dungeon in the game. Be sure to activate the second goddess cube found right here. It's just outside the Skyview Temple. And right nearby you'll find a bird statue as well. At this point, I'm going to take the time to use the bird statue to save and also to travel back to the sky above. Because as I said, we got the slingshot. There's a lot of goodies we can get in the overworld, and plus, since we just activated these 2 goddess cubes, there are 2 goddess chests that we can get in the overworld. Thus, this is going to conclude this section of the walkthrough. Join me for the next section where we will tackle some goodies in the sky. If you don't want to get these at all, you can actually go ahead and enter the Skyview Temple immediately right now. You can just run ahead to the door and shoot the target right above the entrance, and that will open up the door. So this is completely optional, so I'll see you guys in the next video.